Let me tell you something most men never realize until it's too late. A woman can forget your face. She can forget what you were wearing. She can even forget the conversation you had. But there are certain words a man can say that stay in her mind for weeks, words that quietly replay in her thoughts. When she's driving home, when she's lying in bed at night, even when she's talking to someone else. And here's the strange part. Most men never say these words. Instead, they repeat the same compliments every other guy uses. You're beautiful. You look amazing. You're so pretty. And every time they say it, something subtle happens. The attraction dies a little bit. Not because the compliment is bad, but because it's predictable. Let me ask you something honestly. How many times have you told a woman she's beautiful and gotten that exact same polite smile? You know the one. A quick thank you, and then the moment just quietly ends. No spark, no curiosity, no emotional pull, just a polite exit. That smile is what happens when your words close the moment instead of opening it. And that's where most men fail. Because the most powerful compliments don't end the story, they start one. They plant a question in her mind, a question she keeps replaying later when you're not even there. And today I'm going to show you 4 compliments so psychologically powerful that once you understand them, you'll realize why some men become unforgettable without even trying. But here's the important part. These compliments only work if you understand why they work. Because if you say them like a rehearsed line, they lose all their power. So stay with me because the third compliment is the one that completely changes the dynamic between you and her. Most men are too nervous to ever say it. But when it lands correctly, it flips the attraction instantly. Compliment number 1. You have this energy about you I can't quite explain. Now, at first glance, this might sound simple, almost too simple. But psychologically, it's incredibly powerful because most men give women clear answers immediately. You're beautiful, you're funny, you're smart. Those feel good for a moment, but they're easy to forget. They don't slow her mind down. They don't create curiosity. But when you say you have this energy I can't quite explain, something interesting happens. Her brain immediately starts searching for the answer. What energy? What did he notice? What makes me different? And just like that, you've created what psychologists call an open loop. Her mind wants to close the loop, and the only way to do that is to keep thinking about what you said. Now, here's the mistake most men make. When she asks what you mean, they rush to explain it. Don't. Instead, just smile and say, I'm still figuring that out. Now she wants to show you more of herself because she wants to understand what you saw in her. And that's where emotional investment begins. Quick pause for a second. If you want to understand the real psychology of attraction most men never learn, make sure you subscribe to the Love Blueprint, because this channel is where we break down the subtle psychological triggers that make someone impossible to forget. Now let's continue. Compliment number 2. I get the feeling you're the kind of person who has stories most people never hear. This one goes deeper because every woman believes there are parts of her people never really see. Hidden interests, unexpected passions, private memories. When you say this compliment, you're telling her something powerful without saying it directly. You're saying, I see beyond the surface. And that feeling is incredibly attractive because most people go through life feeling misunderstood. But when someone notices their depth, they feel instantly seen. And when she feels seen, she wants to open up. She might suddenly share a memory, a hobby, something personal. And the moment she does, she feels emotionally closer to you. Not because you forced it, but because you invited it. Now, the third compliment is where things get interesting, because this one changes the power dynamic, and most men are too afraid to ever say it. Compliment number 3. I can't tell if you're going to be really good for me or really dangerous. This is where attraction shifts, because most compliments put women on a pedestal. You're amazing, you're perfect, you're stunning, nice words, but they position you as the admirer. She becomes the prize. But when you say this compliment, you show attraction and self-respect at the same time. You're interested, but you're also evaluating. You're basically saying, I see your charm, but I value my peace of mind too. That balance creates tension, and tension creates attraction. Now she starts wondering, why dangerous? What did he mean by that? Does he see me as exciting or trouble? And suddenly, she's the one trying to impress you. Now, here's the final compliment, and this one hits deeper than all the others because it doesn't just touch her emotions, it touches her identity. Compliment number 4, you think differently than most people. And honestly, I can't tell if that's going to inspire me or completely mess with my head. Almost no one compliments a woman's mind. Men talk about her looks, her style, her smile. But when you genuinely admire the way she thinks, you separate yourself instantly. Because that compliment feels rare. It makes her feel attractive mentally, not just physically. And appreciates the way she thinks, she feels understood on a deeper level. That's when fascination begins, because attraction that starts in the mind lasts much longer than attraction that starts in appearance. Now, step back and look at the bigger picture. Why do these compliments work so well? Because normal compliments close conversations, but these compliments open curiosities. They leave questions, mystery, emotion, and every time she replays that moment in her mind, she thinks about you. Anyone can tell her she's pretty. But the man who makes her feel seen, understood, and intriguing to herself becomes unforgettable. And that's why these are called forbidden compliments. If this video changed the way you think about attraction, hit the like button so more people can discover these psychological insights. And if you want to master the deeper dynamics of attraction, confidence, and human psychology, make sure you subscribe to the Love Blueprint. Because here we reveal the things most people never talk about, but everyone feels. Now tell me in the comments which of these compliments surprised you the most, and which one would you actually try first? I read every comment, and your answer might inspire the next video.